All right, hey everybody, it's Wednesday, so shortened schedule. Our main teaching point or objective for today, I can identify ways water becomes polluted in a watershed, and I can identify point source and non-point source pollution. So we're going to be looking at what those terms mean: watershed, point source, non-point source pollution, getting some details on all of that. We are going to be looking at a bell ringer activity, where we look at the human impact on a specific watershed. So that picture will be coming up right here in just a minute. Quick programming note before I move on with the rest of what we're doing today. I know some of you have gotten frustrated with your current seating arrangement. I will be getting the quiz corrections graded into the grade book as soon as possible so we can get some new seats going. You guys know that I usually like to do that after a quiz, but before yesterday, we weren't technically after the quiz yet. We got to get through the quiz corrections, give everybody an opportunity to show their best possible skills, so that I can kind of assess where everybody is at and try to regroup us based on that. I do regroup considering that and considering behaviors and considering who you might get along with. I put a lot of stuff into consideration. Just kind of give you a little picture inside the mind. Okay, so for today, like I said, this is the introduction. The bell ringer is going to be coming up over my face. We're going to be looking at a picture of the Chicago River, trying to understand the human impacts that may be happening on that particular watershed. And so we're going to discuss that as a group. Then we're going to be moving on to some class notes. You'll be taking notes. You could a note sheet, as well as doing some notes in your notebook proper. And then with time remaining, we're going to be going on to a shoulder partner activity. I'll explain when we get to that point. I'm working through an activity there. And then if there's enough time, hopefully we'll get a chance to do the exit slip, see where people stand for today, get a little formative assessment, kind of see what we're understanding and what we need to still work on before we move on to tomorrow. The goal is that we're going to be doing kind of some lab work with this water pollution, these water pollution notes and activities, some actual lab work, but we have to get through the pre-lab stuff first. So kind of working on that to begin with, and if it takes a little longer, then it takes a little longer. I mentioned yesterday we only got a 4-day week, trying to get 5 days of stuff into 4 days, and then obviously Wednesdays are shorter anyhow. So it's a challenge, but I am fully confident that you guys can meet that challenge. So let's work on it together. You can probably hear my voice. It's a little weaker today, so I'm not going to be talking really any louder than this. That's about as loud as I can go. So please be respectful of that and try to keep the volume level to an appropriate level so that we can actually work together as a group. Because like I said, I'm trying not to yell during second semester anyhow, but today I actually cannot. So I'm confident that today should be a good day, and here comes the bell ringer activity, that picture of the Chicago River.